have been on the hunt for a good lip primer. I did some research, found what are supposed to be the best drugstore options. Oh, it smells weird, but like when I put my lips together, this side sticks. You see that? Whew. Sometimes I forget that this is not attached. No, just kidding. I know what it smells like. It smells like white chocolate chips. Okay, everything feels so soft. Oh my goodness. I didn't see this coming. I really didn't. Hi guys, welcome to Emmarie Lane, where my goal is to save you money by testing similar beauty products and methods to see which one's best for you. Oh, and remind you that you are enough. So, I have been on the hunt for a good lip primer because I've run into a few issues. If I use a long-lasting lipstick, for the most part, it dries out my lips like no other, and it's like still hardcore winter here in Utah, and so it's really hard. Or it doesn't last as long as I wish it would. So I either run into an issue where if the lipstick lasts like even through half the day, it super dries out my lips, or it's just gone almost immediately. And so I wanted to find a drugstore lip primer that solved hopefully both the issues. So I have 4 right here. I did some research, found what are supposed to be the best drugstore options, which I'll go into these in a second, but these are very highly rated across a couple different websites. A lot of people recommended them. So how we're gonna do this is I have this lipstick right here. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit. And not only is it super drying on me, it only lasts about half the day. Here's what it looks like right after I apply it, and here's what it looks like halfway through the day, that's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be like an all-day wear lipstick, and it just sucks the life out of my lips. This is what I'm gonna use for my first test, and then whichever one I feel like does a good job with this lipstick, I want to test it on a lipstick that's not supposed to be super long lasting. I'm gonna be playing around with these a lot. I'm gonna divide my face in half and put one on each side, like always, because that's a lot more fun. I'm gonna go throughout the day, I'll do check-ins. Let's get started. The first 2 I want to do are these 2 e.l.f. I was surprised that e.l.f. not only had 1 but 2 really popular lip primers. These are supposed to make your lipstick last longer, make them super soft and smooth. This is the Lock-On Lip Primer, and this one I think is just called their lip primer. I will put it on the screen if it's not. So we're gonna have the Lock-It-On Lip Primer on the left, so I remember left. And oh, it smells weird. For whatever reason, I always have desire to smell whatever I'm putting on my face. It feels kind of oily. It's not like runny or anything like that, but also it's really weird to like blot your lips together and just have it be on one side. I'm trying to make sure I get everywhere, including all the corners where it normally comes off first. It doesn't have like a weird taste or anything like that. This doesn't have a scent, although it's kind of stiff. You need to warm it up for a second, I think. Once it warms up, it's fine, but like first time around, it's a little bit harder to apply. I'm gonna let this sit for a second. Also, side note, I'm trying to rock a faux hawk, and I don't know how I feel about it. I also put on bronzer that was way too dark for me. I kind of feel like insecure is not the right word, but just like out of place today. It's fine. That's interesting. So the Lock-It side is kind of tacky and looks like it filled in my lips a little bit. And this side feels pretty smooth. Just kind of look like I have a lip balm on. They both look like both sides look a little bit mattified, which is interesting. But like when I put my lips together, this side sticks. You see that? Okay, it's been a second. I love this color. It's such a fun color. I also really love the applicator on this thing. That's why it always made me sad that it dried out my lips like no other. I just got lipstick on my face. Hold on one sec. Okay, lipstick's on. It definitely feels different than normal, and it's so interesting because I can tell that I have 2 different lip primers on. This one still feels kind of tacky. It wasn't tacky enough even by itself to ever bother me, but this one feels a lot more smooth. So I'll be interested to see what happens. I mean, both sides look the same. It looks really good. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, so this is what it looks like. We'll see what happens. I am so curious to see what happens. I'm so excited about this. Okay, we're doing a 6-hour check-in. I think it's been about 6 hours. I feel like from a distance you can't really tell that much, but let me get in closer. Hold on. When you get in closer, you can see on the original, where is it? I can't find it. I don't know what happened to it, but the one that's not this one, the original one that was a stick form, definitely has disappeared a lot more on the edges. I would say on this side, on the Lock-It side, gone, but not quite nearly as much as this side. And on this side, I noticed it transferred a lot onto my food. On this side, I think it only transferred like once that I saw. I will say my lips are not dry at all on either side, but I can still feel the tackiness a little bit throughout the day, which again doesn't bother me because it's just the slightest bit, but it's because I was really paying attention. I think if I wasn't worried about reviewing stuff, I wouldn't even really notice it. But my lips have not felt dry at all. I'm gonna do another check-in before I go to bed to show you what it looks like, but this is what we got so far. I found it. It was on my chair. Also, this is the most splotchy bronzer I've ever used in my life. Anyway, so it's been another 6 hours, and I'm not gonna lie, I am disappointed. You can see a difference on the original side. It's gone way, way, way down. On this side, it's gone like semi down. This looks like my mouth is like lopsided because of how it like disappeared. My lips feel super moisturized though, so it did solve the issue of like my lips not getting dried out, which makes me excited. But I would say the locket did a little bit better. Hopefully the next round we'll see even better results, but we'll just have to see what happens. So the next two we got are the NYX, just their lip primer base, and this is the Maybelline Primer to Primer. This is the first primer I ever tried, and I did a whole review on it. I'm interested to see what will happen with both of these. I can't remember if I've ever tried one of these with these Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks, so I'm interested to see what will happen. Woo! Sometimes I forget that this is not attached. And I also found out that that is the case with all of them. I thought I just got like a dead one, but then I told my sister-in-law about it a while back, and the exact same thing happened to her. She opened it up and it fell out. But the bummer was she was in the car when it fell out, not like in the bathroom, and it was gone for forever under one of the seats. I felt bad. So Maybelline on the right. It's like a nude. Well, show up nude. It smells like vanilla. Or not vanilla. I don't know what it's... No, just kidding. I know what it smells like. It smells like white chocolate chips. I want to let these sit for a second and then we'll apply the lipstick. So I just noticed that on the NYX side it seems to be more like smooth, silky feeling, and it just feels a little bit more soft. It's not that the Maybelline one doesn't feel soft. I guess I can just feel like a more hydrating feeling a little bit with the NYX side, but I can definitely tell that they're still two different lipsticks. So I said lipsticks, I meant lip primer, whatever. Okay, everything feels so soft. Oh my goodness, it's so comfortable. I definitely can feel product. It's not like it's a weightless feeling, but like it's like I put on like Aquaphor. Well, Aquaphor if it was like a tiny bit tacky. It feels really good though. I have lipstick all over my teeth. It's fine. I feel like I did not do the best job applying this lipstick today. It's kind of a mess. Whatever, I'll fix that in a second. But I'm super curious to see what happens today because this feels so comfortable. Will it even last like a couple of hours? I will do a check-in in a few hours after I eat and stuff. Yeah, I'll see you in a sec. So it's been about 8 hours since I put on the primers and lipstick, and things are looking a lot better from what I remember than last time. I mean, it's not perfect by any means. Let me zoom in, hold on. There we go. You can see that you can't really tell unless I go like this, that there's too much going on. Everything still looks decent enough that I wouldn't feel like I need to like reapply if I were like leaving the house or something like that, or getting ready to sit down and film a video. It doesn't look perfect. I feel like on this side, I've had a few like stray like pieces, I guess, that have fallen off and kind of like smudged next to my lips. That has not been the case on this side though. So the NYX side's held up the best out of these two so far, but we'll see what happens through the rest of the day. Okay, this is my last check-in for this round. And I ate dinner a while ago, and that's when everything kind of fell apart a little bit. I'm sure I have food in my teeth, but obviously I don't want to brush my teeth because lipstick. Anyway, even though like for a while I thought that the NYX side was doing better, if I go like this, which I know is weird, whatever. You can see it's still like a lot further up on the edge of my lip than it is on this side, on the NYX side, by like a lot actually. And I feel like on the top it's about the same, but the only difference is on the Maybelline side it goes up a lot further, which surprises me. I also feel like my lips are a little bit dry on the NYX side, which actually kind of surprises me because I felt more moisturized at the beginning of the day. The Maybelline side doesn't feel dry at all. I'm not crying, I promise. I just had like a coughing fit. Anyway, I'm gonna go back and watch all the clips and really compare like all of the formulas and see which two I want to do for the final round. So I will let you know in just a sec. So I looked at the clips side by side from the last 2 days, and I was really surprised how like pilly and like chunky the first day looked compared to the NYX and the Maybelline primers. It's, even though it worn off a little bit, everything still looks so much more smoother. The first day comparing to the second day looks kind of gross. I was like, ugh. I don't remember it being that gross. That's why I wanted to compare them side by side. We're going back in with the Maybelline and the NYX. I didn't see this coming. I really didn't. So without thinking, I accidentally put the NYX on the right and the Maybelline on the left, which I think is the opposite of what I did last time. So I'm just making a mental note to myself. But today I wanted to try it out with just a normal lipstick. This is supposed to be a long wear lipstick. It's not really though. It's the L'Oreal Infallible lipstick in, what shade is this? I guess it's just 737. And it's supposed to be like a plum color. It's more like red, but okay, it might look a little bit messy. I'll clean it up in just a second, but this is what we look like when using this with a more moisturizing lipstick that's not drying at all. I don't really feel the primer. This is what it looks like now, and I will keep you updated. I did try to wear this lipstick last week when I got it, because I got it for this video. Last week when I got it, hoping that it actually would be a long wear lipstick, but it wears the exact same as like a normal one. First meal I ate pretty carefully. It was all over my fork, my food, my hands, everything. So I'll keep you updated. I look like a mess. So it's the end of the day, and I'm pleasantly surprised about how things look. It's not perfect. There were a little couple flakes around my lips, which is little spots just kind of flaked off, I guess. Yeah. But like overall, things look decent, and it's like the end of the day. I would say I'm super surprised about this, but I think the Maybelline did just a little bit better. The NYX still did a good job, but like you can see on this side, the Maybelline side, it's the edges are up just a little bit further. I ate, I drank, I didn't really pay attention to how I was eating or drinking for the most part. I wasn't trying to be careful. I wanted to see what would happen. It did get on my hands a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but it was really easy just to kind of like smear it off. And I think it got on my shirt a little bit on the NYX side. Hopefully that comes out. So I think we have a winner here. I mean, the NYX is a good runner-up, but I think Maybelline, I'm like super shocked because I did a whole like review video on it, and this is the only lip primer I'd ever tried, and so I really didn't think it would be the overall winner, but it is. That's insane. Did you hear that the e.l.f. Camo Concealer is now in a hydrating formula? If you want to see a comparison between the original formula and the hydrating formula, you can click right here. I love you guys so much, and don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye! Mwah! See, I still got on my fingers a little bit. It's not transfer proof.